Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcats offense will get the first swing of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Makes the catch. It's Middleton. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays, because you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make...
He caught it! And he will score! Touchdown, Bearcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So the Houston Cougars offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Houston wants to play fast. Now on the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Now the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting at him.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Kinsey. Using the quick game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the sticks. It's Hilton. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Powers through. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll run it. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bearcats. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. That's reeled in. It's Thurman. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
The Cougars want to pick up the tempo.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, making it an easy completion.
The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Slithers into space. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Trying play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
they've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
It's a draw. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Offense changing the play. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Right back to the well. Got him up to the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Cincinnati! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. Takes the easy one to the back. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Quarterback may change this route. Forced out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Wants to throw it. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
He's moving out of the pocket. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they can't make the connection.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It is perfect.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. Lets it fly. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. And they've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just drives it between the uprights. It's our forced to settle for 3. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
The Bearcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first.
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Finds his man. It's Middleton. Still on his feet at the 45. Speeding down the right side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for two out to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. At the 45, on his way. He's running free down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Lost to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Thurman. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to sneak it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick pick up the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there. They sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Looking left. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw.
Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting set for the point after. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Give to the back. Powers through the defender. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Might as well give it to him again. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They push out this lead in the 4th quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive 2nd win of the season.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. Working the middle, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Trying to beat the D deep. Brings it in down the left side. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Floats it out in space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Splits the uprights. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this.
Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Bearcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of pain.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they